See? I told you guys. I told you guys. I was coming back. After the last podcast, I made a stand and I said, I am coming back. Nothing will stop me. And look where we are. Look where we are. Ultimately, 1 week. 1 week after the last podcast, and I stood by what I said. Okay, ragging aside. But hey guys, what's up? Lucky G7 is here today to give you guys another Black Clover podcast, a second one in 2020. And as you all know, I can't really do these podcasts by myself. I mean, yes, technically I could, but what fun would that be? What fun would it be just to have me here, like every other YouTuber, when I could just be sitting here talking about a series with a buddy, with a friend? So, I've brought with me a special friend and a special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Greetings, it is I, once again, Sparda3g. Yes, we actually make it into another week. We almost thought about maybe another break, but that's because of the life circumstance. But no, we decided to do another podcast after 1 week. Who knew? Talk about luck on my end, at least, because things got a little busy on my around the weekend. But hey, I managed to make time, so here we are. Glad to be the guest once again for the host with the most, Lucky Cheese 7. There's a little confession I have to make before we start the podcast. I want to try to do something a little new, at least for this one, but we'll see how it goes if it goes well here. Here's the truth. I have yet to read the chapter, so this should be exciting. This should be like the live reaction in a sense to see where this goes down from on my end. You read the chapter by any chance?
Okay, so I technically skimmed Reddit, but I didn't read it in its entirety. So it's technically my first time too.
All right, there you go. Now, of course, we're reading it off from the fans translation. Looking back at the last chapter, there's not too much difference. Everything seems intact from the official and the fan translation. So for the time being, until something happens that's like, oh man, they really messed up here, we're gonna just use that. I'm sorry?
Like something super drastic.
Yeah, like, whoa, wow, they messed up completely. Like something like a meme chapter that the other series had one time, but it was intentional. So if it ever comes to that, whenever that time comes, we're just gonna continue using the early release as possible, because we like to talk about the series as early as possible.
Oh yeah, that's 100% fact right there. So even though I technically kind of skimmed it, I didn't actually read it in its entirety. So this is kind of like, in a sense, like a live reaction without actually seeing our reactions. So this should be interesting.
Be the first ever for our end, actually.
Yep. So chapter 242. I guess I should make a confession here and say we don't know what the chapter title is, so guys, chapter title was included with the color page, which this one doesn't necessarily have one, so
there is a color page, and it's pretty damn sweet.
Oh,
I saw it myself. I saw it like 2 days before this translation came out.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Ooh, yes, this is awesome." And I even saw the magazine one. I thought that was awesome too.
Right?
Yeah, 5th anniversary. I think is it 5th anniversary?
Let's see. Black Clover started 2015.
Holy shit, so it's 5th anniversary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And apparently we're supposed to have another popularity poll. I think it's opening up soon, or it is open up. I'm not sure. So see where the vote goes in. See where Noel lies in.
Does Noel
in the top 3?
You know?
Maybe will be in the top 3. Maybe. I mean, it wouldn't bother me because, this arc does finally gets him into the spotlight, like more than ever, like fleshing out his character and whatnot. But time will tell. We'll see. We'll see the fans' lies in this time. Like, oh, I like this character more now. I mean, Asta has been #1 for the past all 3 so far. So lucky
which is
him.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, a protagonist staying #1 is apparently hard these days.
That is definitely hard, but it's also to say what we're looking at right now because we're having an attack go through. You got Mobius. Yes, I know. Running joke. Gonna keep it going. Yeah, Dante, against the combination attack between Asta and Ghosh, what will Dante do? Yeah, because this dude, not exactly sweating, but like, oh boy, what are we
He's
gonna
like, huh, this is new.
do? Right? He does that. You got Ghosh, a hyperspeed anti magic attack with. Hmm.
He won't be
he-
able to block or dodge.
Nope.
Coach was like either was more or less determined that this will not be dodge at all, which in translation
Oh,
usually
that
comes
one.
to
Yeah,
the
I see
fire.
it. I see that page.
Yeah, which in translation it tends to be the opposite, and that's what it happened. But hey, at least he had to go 50% to make it happen. I think so. Now we see the
Yeah,
50%, and yep, he got the horns. I like the art. That's one thing for sure.
right.
I like how like the black blends in with the 50% panel. It's like, yep, all darkness.
Especially the crown too.
Yeah.
And that's the
Seems
guys
like it
like, what in the
backfire.
world?
Yeah. It seems like it backfire the attacks and goes to him. Or I'm not sure. Is it backfiring or he's just like doing his style? It's like, hey, let me do it what you just did.
I think it might have
Yeah, that's what it
backfired. It
seems
looked
like
like
it.
it did. Yeah.
Yeah, such as and then he just step on him? Oh shoot. He just literally stepped
Yeah,
towards.
literally stepped on the shoulder.
Yeah, and then just gravity for boom.
Yeah, just like
Let's have some talk.
whoop.
Hmm? I just noticed. I like that. I guess it's a scar in his forehead. It's actually, I think it extended because now it's across through his eyes.
Yeah, it kind of did.
I like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Let's see. There's a difference of rank, but it is the same devil possession, just like me. You're probably getting through us. I'm not like you guys. He's still getting curve stomp.
Yeah, right.
I
I
want to
wouldn't
get
get
through
through.
such people. Huh?
And I was just gonna do that part. I
Oh, I'm
wouldn't get
sorry.
through such people who would do the worst things to their people in the kingdom. I don't understand what you're trying to say, but it must be a compliment if you are saying that I'm evil.
Evil.
Yeah. Evil intention is an emotion that animals don't have. A supreme emotion that only humans own. That
You
is a
probably
thing.
also yeah. You probably also remember anger, hatred, vengeance, destruction, power of the evil intention. When you release those evil emotions, that's the most humane thing. Evil is the true form of the human. And then Asta's like, hell no, you're wrong. I also had I mean, he's getting
He's
pissed
not wrong,
clearly.
but yeah. Ironically.
I also had times when the evil emotions overflowed myself and so gained more powers. But a strong heart exists to control it and use it on the right thing. That's human. You're getting more. I realize. Let me see something.
He's getting his ass handed to him, that's for sure.
Yeah. And Asta's like getting real pissed off, and then Dante's like, "You are quite an odd one." And Dante take notice. Oh, I just noticed it's the cat,
Yep.
Vanessa. I won't let my comrade die as long as I'm still here. Seriously now? You are my woman. Wow, this guy's really hell bent to
You're right.
make her as his bride. Jeez. You shouldn't use that power for anyone else other than me. Wow.
Possessive much.
60%. Oh shit. Sorry. He went 60%.
He did.
Oh, did you just wipe out the cat?
I don't. Did he? Hold on, let me see. Oh, it's okay. So the cat
Rogue.
there.
He
It got.
just killed Rogue? Hmm?
Let's see. Half of it's gone on the top panel, and then there's like only a foot. I think so. No,
Oh. Oh wait.
is it dead? No, I don't think it's dead. I think he might have been sent away.
Oh. So let's see. Okay, so this is what happens. So Rogue disappear, and according to Vanessa, all her manas are gone. I try to understand like what he could drain manas from that. Let's see, this is
Seems like it.
dangerous. This
Yeah,
huh?
that's what it seems like it.
That's the interpretation, but damn. This is dangerous. Mana to move around the raging black bull will be soon depleted. Oh wow. I think he's like did he just like drain everybody's mana? Let's
It
see.
looks like it because even like the fortress is kind of like going
Yeah,
back
the
down.
fortress. Yeah, it's pretty much lost all the control, and then Gotch is like, it's pressing me down from different directions. I can't move. Let's see. According to this, I can't. This the slanted name of the technique.
You got gravitational magic, demon
Demon
king,
Kings.
atmospheric, pressure, break. I think that's what it says. Yeah,
Holy crap! Is this a sword?
that's a sword. Oh wow,
Oh wow!
that's sword.
I have I have no choice. I will awaken your true emotions. Oh god.
Asta screaming, stop.
Oh, what the? Oh my
Hello,
god.
what happened here?
Oh shit. What
Ghost
is
with a
happening?
jab? Oh,
Oh my god. Are we killing character off right now?
already? Oh,
Oh shit. Oh,
because
what?
Ghost is bleeding out right now. And even there's like you got Vanessa and you have Gray screaming out Ghost. That's messed up. What the hell?
Wow. Oh shit.
And then you get to the bottom page.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Holy crap.
That is not good. What's happening? Hold on. So something happened, and you got this fool screaming. That's the
Man,
stuff.
this double page.
Oh.
Oh shoot. Okay, so
And there's Asta. Looking
we
pissed as hell.
like as the complete like you just saw like I just noticed that was his sword, and then he tried to take a swing and Dante dodged it. I'm thinking like, okay, he went to the demon form, the demonic form, the one we all know of. But holy hell, he got a different form.
Look at his arm too. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's more demonic than before. Like, like it's crazy because we just saw what he looks like, the way how we all know. But this one is much worse. And holy shit, what the hell? And he got like if we were to guess, it would have been like maybe I don't even know because like it's funny when you look at other characters like Dante or dang,
There's
what's the guy
Venom
name
and
again?
who's the other one?
The one that torment the hell out of freaking Golden Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you see their when they go 50% and all that stuff. It's like yeah, they grow horns and all that stuff. But like with Asta, it's like the cover of the devil just like really cover it's like really overshadowing him. It's kind of hard to explain, but like when the design wise is different from like other characters that uses the devil power.
Yeah,
Like when it comes it's like it's almost like his is works much differently compared to these guys. It's like a new shade of skin. I guess that's the best way I could put it. You got the claws, the way how they got the like small wing, but it's like it's less transparent than before. It's crazy.
also his face too. That's the other thing. Like I'm looking at his face and I'm like, okay, I know he's kind of had like the demonic eyes in a sense, but this is it's another level altogether.
Yeah. Let's see, 5, 6,
What
7.
about his foot? I'm trying to see it. Okay, so so it's only his right side from what I'm noticing is what's changed because his left side looks completely normal. Like his left hand and I think his foot too.
Hmm.
So I think it's only like half of it that's like maybe it's a thing. No, this might be me, but I think this might be a thing where next chapter it becomes a thing where like it fully forms, and we're just seeing like the beginning stages of it. Like I don't know, or that could just be his appearance for the time being.
Do you remember that panel? It's like the first double page spread. It's like you got somebody dying.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You remember which one was that again? Refresh my
Um,
memory.
I know what the page you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's the chapter itself. I'm trying to remember. Um, wait, was it Nozel? I'm trying to remember the character. I know Nozel got stabbed. I know that during Noel's whole intervention.
Some people say he has 3 horns.
Does he?
I see one very more noticeable. I can't see. I really gotta wait for the official one because it is the clarity is better. But I do see one horn. I'll say that much.
Actually, hold on. I think I'm kind of seeing it a little bit. Oh, okay. I see where it is. It's
Yeah.
So there's one horn like off to the side. There's another horn closer to where his headband is at, and I think I might do the third one too. No, because I'm noticing that like the horns have like a different. There's like a shade of white to it a little bit. It's got like a shade of white and it's a little pointy too.
They say the other two horns are actually like more pointy, like going upward.
Yeah,
It
they
could
are.
be the hair though, but maybe it is the horn. Like I said, it's like I really need a clear picture version, so that way I could really tell if it's like a hair or is it really the horns. It's probably is the horns, but it's hard to say because like I said, the blackness of the devil, like the shades, the color, the shade of skin, if you want to call it that,
Mhm.
it's like overriding Asta's body more than that, more so than ever. Like you already have the claws, you already have like like I think his both of his feet is demonic. I'm not really sure. I know one of this for sure. The wings is
Yeah,
more
one of his feet are. I think I can't tell with the other foot, but I know one of his foot looks demonic,
yeah.
and he's got one hand that still practically looks normal.
Oh, I noticed. Yeah, the one thing I do notice from here is that he does have a tail.
Does
If
he?
I
Where's the
I
tail?
think so. Look,
Oh, I
it's
see it.
like
Yeah, I see it now.
you see it, right?
Yeah,
That has to be a tail, unless it's like a very coincidence line of drawing. But I think that is the tail.
that definitely looks good. Yeah, because he didn't have the tail before.
No, like I said, if we were to guess how many percent he is, mm,
I was going to say 40, but that looks like more than 40.
no, I gotta be more than 40. Like if you compare, if you like Dante went to 60,
Mm-hmm.
so this the way how he looks like is well, we see how he looks like from let's see, I'm going back up, checking the chapter.
Let me see what Dante looks. So Dante was 50 before.
That's when he
I
grew
mean, it
his
looks like
horns and
that.
his
Yeah.
right
So I want to see where he stands.
60. I wonder what he did. Like did he just like like I don't get like what he did to the mana of the characters. Like did he just
Mhm.
like absorb them or did he just mess up the gravity in a strange way? It's hard to say.
That's what I'm trying to figure out too. Hmm. Because by the looks of it, I think. Okay, that's. I don't want to say he separated it, but maybe it was a thing where he was like able to cancel it out, and maybe by canceling it out, it like canceled out their mana too. But even then,
I'm curious where this is
the
gonna go
crap is
to.
crazy.
Like,
Holy shit!
yeah, I'm curious where this go to because like I'm thinking it might be the exact same pattern. Well, not exact same, but a
Are
little
the
bit
Golden
different.
Dawn?
Yeah, I thought it would be like a little bit more, mostly similar. But it seems like we have a different take on how to handle the situation. Like Dante wanted to test out more of Asta and also prove the whole of the humanity is based on evil. And he's like, hey, look at that. I prove your point. See, that's how you do it. That's the stuff. And now he knows he's pretty fixated on Vanessa as well. So
Oh
it's like
yeah,
shit. He's after Yami and after her to make her him to make her into his pretty much his bride. So it's like, wow, what the hell is happening? I'm
right.
expecting like okay, like now I'm just wondering like when Yami's coming because shit is happening now, like real bad thing.
Also, look at Asta's sword too.
Yeah, that's just the freaking sword. Like what I want to know is like what's his what's his position? Like what's his mind right now? Is it like how we all used to thought back then? Like oh he's gonna be like Naruto QB in a sense, but
Oh, you
maybe
mean like with Four Tails?
now yeah, but now this is it or there's something else happening. Because that's what I thought back then. I mean, like he was like that, but then he got like full control for
He had a
some
grip on there. Yeah.
yeah, for some reason, but it seems like the devil is just chilling. I think this is like probably one of the times like, all right, do something. I don't know. It's really
Judging by the drool that's coming out of his mouth, it looks like he's like gone berserk. Just by the looks of
yeah.
it.
Like I'm curious where this leads to. Like where it's just Dante get this mental where it's like what am I expecting now? Because this is crazy. Like I don't even know what's gonna happen to this guy Goach, and it's even crazier though. Not exactly out of the realm because
Golden Dawn.
there isn't. Yeah,
I said Golden Dawn died. Well, something like
yeah.
that.
I mean, when you look at even some people would be saying, like, "But what if he's a popular character?" I was like, "Yeah, well, there's a funny story. There's another series that has like a good amount of popular character, and last time I checked, they died. But I'm not gonna tell you what series is
I
that.
think I know what you're referring to.
Yeah, and what is even funnier because like there was a post where they show like, oh look, this is the place that you could put your stickers on, and you could vote for your favorite character. And that one character got a bunch of stickers. I'm like, wow, he is popular. And I'm feel like the guy, I feel like the guy from Frozen just wanted to say, I'm gonna tell him, I'm gonna tell him. Somebody got to tell them. Somebody got to tell them about that character.
He
But
gone.
yeah, what I'm saying is don't we don't like it's hard to say if Goach is gonna die here, but
Oh yeah.
damn, he took that pale real bad.
Yep.
Like he that pale man is real bad. Who's a healer here? That's the mana is drained out, so she can reverse or
I was gonna
time
say
loop.
Gray, but Gray is all about transformation, so it's not that.
Somebody gotta show up immediately, either Yami or somebody else.
The
They're
only
far
other
away
person I
too.
can think of is well, not for Black Bulls, but the only other person I can think of is Mimosa, and she's doing
But
something with it.
she's about to have her hard time with freaking Veronica. So yeah, that's not helping either.
Nope.
So I don't know. This is huh.
Now imagine if Noelle was here right now and she witnessed this.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, she. And the one thing she'd do is be like, "Ah, no."
Well, she's about to have her own hell in about like maybe 2 chapters after this.
At least.
Maybe. Yeah, God.
Which I'm curious. I'm very curious where this chapter falls, like volume wise. I'm actually looking at that right now.
Sure.
Let's see here. So 23 ends at 228. So there's been a pattern of 11 chapters. So 230. Okay, so this next volume either ends at 239 or 240. But okay, so not for 24, but this would technically be in the beginning of 25. So this current volume would still be going on then. So it's in the beginning, which is kind of nuts.
I need a next volume.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Oh,
if the volume ended here, I would have been like, okay.
I'm gonna break the rule and start buying a weekly Shonen Jump magazine.
Yeah, right.
Now, this is the one time that you could say it's pretty interesting to try to predict what's gonna happen now.
Oh yeah.
Cause like I could imagine a lot of people would ask me, "Do you want Dante to just get a run down, this beat down of the lifetime from Asta himself?" Because he look at this form, it's like at least 70% from
At
the
the
look
very
of it.
least, yeah.
It
Especially with
just
the
has
tail
to be,
too.
yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, like, well, it's tough because Dante hasn't been really touched at all. This guy is proving his point in every turnaround. Now he just made
I didn't look
Asta
at the
into
world
a
too. That also doesn't help.
yeah. And now Asta is in demonic form. He should be at least 70%. The only question is he good enough to take on Dante? My guess is that he will my guess is that Asta will put some damage onto Dante, but I think somehow, some way, he will ultimately win because maybe because the fact that Asta's too out of control. Yeah, he still does have the anti magic. That's the only hope I could think that is the only way he could beat him. Hard to say still, because do you want Dante to get beat down before he even reach to Yami and all that other stuff? or should he win somehow? Like, what's the better path for this story, for narration wise? What do
Boy,
you think?
I'm thinking that Asta's able to do some damage to Dante, but ultimately Dante comes out on top. That's kind of what I think will probably happen. That's kind of my guess. Like,
Yeah.
because I think given by how Asta's looking right now, like he's ready to go in, just with the face and then the sword and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
he's not gonna pull any punches. But do I think that's gonna mean he'll be able to take out Dante? No, I don't think that will happen. But it's like I said, I think he might be able to swing a few blows, but I don't think that's gonna be enough to take him out.
Where would that lead to next? If you were to predict Asta to lose here, where that leads to then?
That's the thing. I don't know where you would take it from there. I mean, maybe Yami shows up.
That's my only is the only part I could think of. I mean, like, there's other ways too, but I'm trying to think like exactly how that's gonna work with the other way around. Like, is Dante just gonna be like, well, I already beat Asta, I'm just gonna fly away and find Yami, and that's it. It's like it's a little strange because like, don't you want to do something more with Asta? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna do something by force to take Vanessa, which is gonna suck, but I think that's one another thing to consider as well.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
just I'm just trying to wonder like what would be the best path? Like is I like
What if he goes berserk to a point where he actually accidentally starts attacking his other team members?
like Gray and Vanessa and
Hmm.
Henry? Hmm. I mean, that could happen. That could be like what's gonna stop him from being this berserk? What's gonna
That's what
stop
I'm
his
thinking.
berserk?
Yeah, like what's going to be the thing that snaps him out of that? And that's my question.
Right.
Because it's like I said,
Uh
he looks like he's at a point where he's not going to stop. It's crazy. I'll give
yeah.
him that. Like
I
it's got me thinking to a point where I'm like, where do you go after this?
yeah. Where do you? Hmm. Damn.
And Yuno's not going to come in because he's
If
recovering.
only there was Naruto Shippuden movie 2 launching. Oh, look at this random tag. Oh, there you go. I'm back to normal.
Oh, Bonds.
My favorite movie for all the wrong reason.
Okay, if
Anyway.
any of you guys haven't checked out Bonds, what are you doing? Go check it out.
I love that movie. Anyway, yeah, I'm really perplexed on what's the best decision to go with this. Like, make Asta win. It was like, but Dante, he's like the leader. He got his ass kicked. Then what I should feel now? Like, well, I don't know. With his Asta, he's awesome with this form. Or you want, well, Asta got his ass beat. So what do I think about this? Maybe at least 70%? Or I don't know. I guess 70% is not good enough. I don't know.
Okay, as cliche as this may sound, who's to say it's Asta that's in control right now?
Yeah, we don't really know who's in control right now. Is either Asta or is the demon guy? The devil
The demon guy
inside.
we haven't seen in at the very least since he took care of that one demon at the end of the reincarnation arc.
Yeah, the word devil. Like he was just like, hey, you. It's like, you lost, and you want to know about me? Doesn't matter. You're gonna die anyway. So ta ta.
You're right. I was like, what?
He's like, damn, he somehow got the last laugh. But yeah, I don't know. Like it all goes back to the idea that has to just take control of the demon power with like a agreement in a sense. And it was like, oh, that was easy. I guess we don't need to go QB mode shenanigan. But I think this is the time right here. Maybe we're gonna see how this is gonna where this leads to first. We don't know if Asta's all in control or he's out of his mind because it really depends how you see his face. Like, is he full control or not? Oh
Like I
boy.
said, the biggest indication for me right now is the fact that he's not the fact that he's gritting his teeth, but there's drool coming out. So I'm just like,
Yeah, I noticed when you talk about the jewels. I was gonna say maybe that's mana, but I don't think that's not mana. He doesn't have one, so that can't be big. Maybe it's just jewels. Period.
unless
One or
Tabata's
two.
like, hey, we have mono leaking out. I'm like, Already? Like almost like close to 250 chapters?
He has mana all this time.
Since when?
I changed the rules. He got 6 other Grimoire as well.
Oh no.
That was a reference I was gonna say, and I forgot now. I was like, oh damn it, I forgot to make a reference. Too late now.
Six other grimoires accessing the 6 other devils.
Oh god.
Oh boy. Y'all know that reference. Each and every one of you know what that's referencing to.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this much. I'll say this. When the time the anime comes to this scene, that better be like so high budget, so well timed, because I can imagine the next set of action is gonna be crazy. Like it just has to be crazy. Unless it's just one shot kill from Dante or Asta. It'd be a little weird, but I will take it, I guess, because depends because of the power level and whatnot. But if most likely it's gonna be a full course of action next chapter, and it's gonna be like pretty badass. Now, I hope the anime would do justice there, and most importantly, I hope
they don't pull a Pain where it's like.
I was about to say that. I was about to say that because hey, you got Dante, you got like 6 tails, or we don't know what we're gonna call this yet, but you got this. So then Dante would be like, you know the true evil. Instead of like, you know my real pain.
It's like, do you know now that my pain is greater than yours? And it's like, oh, shit's about to go down. Next episode, Looney Tunes is like, wait.
Oh god, do you know my evil is greater than your evil? Whatever that means.
Be like, great, we broke the tension with the animation.
Yeah. Oh god. I should have researched more on that animator. I mean, technically speaking, the animation is great.
It is great. It's just the art style.
It's just used with wrong stylish, I guess. It's like, hey, let's do Looney Tune out of this. This should be good. Like, well, you mission accomplished, I guess. I don't know.
Like, it really says a lot when the Storm 2 fight did that a lot better than whatever.
Yeah, I mean, even the previous episode was more in more consistent and intact because it's like at least it didn't go crazy with the animation. It's just smooth. Period. Oh yeah, that's it. But in that one, it's a different story. So let's hope we don't get that. I mean, like, with all due respect to that guy. I mean, if he's still working with Studio Para, I don't know. I haven't researched that much. I'm not much of a Sakuga guy, but you know, if he still works there, you know, go for it. But don't do the exact same thing.
No.
Like Naruto was such an experiment for some reason. It's like, hey, let's do Looney Tunes. Let's do a wacky opening. Let's do a weird opening.
Just remember, people, the first war arc opening. Oh boy, that was
oh god. I mean, this is the same anime that has a filler hell, and there are so many fillers that just was way too wacky. Now, granted, you could argue because it was aiming for kids, and that's most likely to be true. But damn, it doesn't feel awkward to be a fan around that time.
One wasn't bad because you had like tiny fillers in between, but for the most part, it's like, okay, the first 135 episodes, you're like, all right, we're mostly canon, and then the filler stuff comes in at the end.
Yeah,
part 2, like it was like canon, filler, canon, filler, canon, filler, canon, filler.
Well, that's true. That's true. But,
and then you get to the war, and it's like, oh, cool, we're in canon now. We're no longer gonna get filler. You thought we weren't gonna get filler. No, we're putting the filler in the canon.
It's like One Piece, kind of. We're gonna filler this canon episode, so that way we're going to use half the chapter instead of a whole chapter per episode. It's crazy. Well, actually, Black Clover is in filler mode right now, so I don't know how that's gonna be. I hope it doesn't go out of too whack. But I heard it's supposed to adapt the novels. If it's true, that I'm in for that.
I heard too. I heard it's supposed to adapt the novels as well.
Yeah, if it does that, cool. I'll go for that. If it does anything like let's have a ostrich have amazing mana
Oh
and just
no.
wipe out Asta and Yuno 1-on-1, even with Yuno or that with the sword, the holy sword, and
Oh
just
no.
just somehow the ostrich just beat them both at their full maximum power. And the only way he lost, well, he didn't lose. He just, I don't know, he just gave up because he got tired. He got bored. Yami was supposed to get in, and even Yami couldn't touch him. Yep, that's how ostrich is badass.
Or we could have it.
Uh,
Or we could have it a case where it's Asta, Noel, and Charmy. They receive a quest, and the quest is from a wizard ghost.
oh god. I don't think anybody experienced these filler hells or no remember filler hell.
You're
I
right.
mean, I remember vividly now because I actually went went back and see them again.
I did too. I was
Why?
like,
Because I hate me. And they were, I mean, like, okay, not all of them are horrible. There are some exceptional ones. There were actually good ones,
oh yeah.
like decent ones. Like the are. It's funny how you can see the patterns though. Like, okay, one filler episode, and then it'll be a filler arc, and then it'll be another filler solo episode, and then it'll be a double, and then it'll be a 4 to 6 episode length of arc, and then it'll go back to solo, and then it goes to two fillers, and then go back to solo, and then another 4 to 6.
What is going on?
It's like, huh, that's funny. I could actually see the pattern. Why? And the solo ones are really the worst one out of the bunch. Like,
Oh yeah.
I think the only good one from the solo was, let's see, trying to remember in my head. There's a lot of wacky ones, like real bad ones. The ramen, not the ramen. They got the mailman because they try to deceive everybody. Hey, look, Gyra's here. That means we're about to be done with filler. But now they got to stop this mailman because apparently mailman has a Koski team. Like, like
I was
what?
like, what the hell?
Oh, whatever. And then you got like some bonkers episode where you got the rich boy who used money to do everything,
Oh, I
even doing
remember
jetsus.
that.
For some reason, Studio Parent has some pretty typical character design. It's always gonna be like those bubble lips characters. I'm like, like where did Naruto verse even has those type of characters? With all due respect, you know?
Yeah.
You even get that for like the first three movies. Like, there's always one villain that has that. Like, why are we doing that?
Yeah.
Like nobody has. I don't even see any Akatsuki member has that. Not one. Not Orochimaru henchman. Not even in the future villains. Nobody has that. So why? Why not just make them another pretty boy like Itachi, Sasori, and Deidara?
You
Why you
would
can't
think.
do that? You would think they would do that, but no. They always have the typical character design.
Yeah. Like even the character from Blood Prison. I forget the guy's name, but the prison warden, like his son. I was like, he looks. I was like, what is up with the?
Yeah. So just imagine with Black Clover getting those fillers. I know like some people would likes to joke around like, oh god, we're gonna go with filler. But I don't think any fillers for Black Clover was that terrible. And if you thought if any of them is terrible, then you should really go back to Naruto verse.
I mean,
Because
the fact
those
that
were
we
the
went this
days.
long without like almost no fillers is something.
It's pretty amazing that we didn't get that much fillers for Black Clover.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're close to the manga right now.
We,
we
we
just
are
we
we are really close. Like I was catching
even
up
the,
this week, and I was like, damn, we're
yeah, they even changed the opening. And they showcase what's gonna happen soon. So that's strange. We're not stopping. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind a break. I don't mind like just stop there and just
wouldn't mind doing what Demon Slayer is doing, which is like we finish the anime, and then it's like, hey, get the movie. Oh,
yeah,
no, not
well,
here.
that'd be awesome. Imagine a movie, hey, starting with Zenon just killing teen. There you go. What
You'll be
movie?
like, what? What is
What
this?
a what a tragic movie, man.
Or no. That make it the biggest cliffhanger. That's what happens at the end of the anime. Is like, it's like gets his ass handed to him, and it's like, wait, what? We're taking a break right here. It's like, yep, we're taking a break right here. It's like, hey, there's a Black Clover movie now. So I was like, get it? Actually, yeah, it's taking place directly after where the anime ended. I need to see what happens. I don't even think they don't have a release date yet for the Demon Slayer movie, right?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Be cool to try to see how a Black Clover movie would be like.
Right?
I mean, they could use they could use the animators from episode 100. That'd be sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know the guy, I know like the guy is single-handedly carrying the anime itself. It's like I said before, it's rather amazing that you could, because many times before, well, even today's time, but like when it comes to Studio Period, yeah, we some people wouldn't know like this Saga God guy, this animator guy, but like you know how like it almost feels like a traditional sense to hate on Studio Period because what they did to Tokyo Ghoul, what they did to Kingdom, what they did to in a sense what they did to Black Clover as well. But for Black Clover, you could it's different because like
More so in the beginning of Black Clover, because like I think it's like after episode 7 or 8, I think is when it kind of starts picking up. I think it's like around there. Yeah. I think it was like more on the beginning sense. Because I remember when the anime started, I was like, "Are we pulling a My Hero where it's like we're splitting the chapter in half?"
yeah, it's like a trend for that time era for some reason. Let's split the first chapter to two. It was a trend for some reason. I don't know why. Well, only those two series did it, to be honest. But well, to
Because
my
Demon Slayer
knowledge, at
didn't do
least.
it.
Yeah, to my knowledge, at least. But yeah, it's funny because the first chapter was so lengthy. It's already good enough to be just one episode. But apparently, those two series wanted to do a split up. I don't know why, but it works.
Yeah, right.
It worked out, so I'm not gonna complain.
I mean, technically, if you were to do a movie, you could. I mean, there is a 6 month time skip. Technically, you could have a movie like take place in between all that.
True. Oh, you could even try to. You could. Why not just use that spin-off series? Not spin-off. Not really. It's a side story. The one from the game. Why not use that story, just for the movie? I mean, like I would like to read them, but I don't think anybody translate them.
I don't think they have.
They should bring it to the United States though, because I would like to read them.
It would be cool.
Yeah, because to see how it looks like in a manga form, or was it light novel? I'm not sure. Either one of the two. I just want to know the story. It sounds like a
Yeah.
fun story. Um, but yeah, like I said, the animator is pretty much carrying the series, and because of the communication we have with that guy, a lot of people, like I mean, I guess you could say they still bash Studio Peria, but we don't like completely 100% bash everything from Studio Peria. We appreciate the hard effort that these guys doing, the animators, the guy who's pretty much carrying Black Clover. It's actually pretty nice to see the appreciation that the fans give it to these guys.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
they it's funny because the anime is pretty much similar to the manga in which mean what I mean is that they're like the underdogs. The manga was hated so horribly in the beginning. Same thing for the anime in a sense. Not only just that, but you get the studio period. Oh god, the animation is gonna be meh, and
That was
it was
everyone's
kind of
biggest fear too. Was like, oh,
yeah, and it did have some average moment, and I mean it's not the worst thing ever because trust
no,
me, we've seen worse from Naruto. Even Naruto actually has some really bad animation.
no.
Shippuden, especially. I mean, do I have to bring Guy versus Guy to you guys? Because I love to show you that classic fight. Like I'm hoping they bring that animation style with Yuno versus Zenon. That would be amazing.
I
Like,
mean,
look at those
guys,
clash.
let's also remember from Toei, um, the Goku versus Beerus fight in episode
Oh
5.
my goodness.
Fantastic animation right there.
What is considered the worst animated fight for Black Clover? Actually,
Oh no!
I gotta search that. But I mean, like,
I mean,
I'm
a lot
like
of people want to say like the fighting. I forget the dude, but basically the first villain.
Arc.
Yeah, like the first villain in chapter 1.
Oh, him.
Well, I guess they're more so saying that because of the CG chains, but that's I think the only thing I
I
wouldn't say it's the
guess.
worst, but I think the chains. the one thing I've heard people complain about.
I mean, if that's really considered the worst, it's not the worst thing ever then,
Yeah, it's not.
because I thought it was decent. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, the chain is looks weird, but everything else was good. But
yeah.
hey, if that's considered a bad, then guess what? I've
No,
seen worse. I've seen
could
much
be the
much
worst.
worse. I mean, that pain fight, that Naruto versus pain fight. And I'm not talking about the infamous Looney Tune episode, but just all around together. I was like, man, we started off crap, then we got a little better, then we got better, and then we got a lot better, but used for half a chapter, and
Seriously.
then we went Looney Tune episode, and then they got good again. Well, got good, but not like 166. I think it was episode 166, like
Yep.
that good. We didn't get that good, but whatever.
And
So
we know
yeah,
where
that
their
was a
animation time went. We know exactly where they spent that animation time. I was like, okay, I see what you guys are doing.
yeah. So that's a huge bummer. So at the very least, with Black Clover 120 delivered, and
I
it's
did.
crazy because they had a short amount of time and they managed to do what they have to do.
Which is
Maybe the
impressive
Blu-ray would
too.
be even better, would be actually pretty damn cool to see. But the original release, I thought it was fantastic, mainly because I remember how it was like in the manga, and it translated really well with the anime version, especially with the Yami scene. The Yami scene was just awesome. It was like that was like always the best part of that chapter.
Yeah, it was. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, and the animator did a great job because it feels like a combination of everything we have been going through since chapter one all the way to this chapter, this fight. So it felt great. It felt like damn, this felt like this is our reward. Yeah, episode 100 did feel that too, but it was this one that really felt it.
Yeah,
I'm glad
episode
it stayed
100 got
by.
people talking, but 120,
Yeah,
I took it to another level.
well, 120. It's just that it just feels so final-ish, even though there's still more to go. But it just feels rewarding. You could tell these animators really put work to this. To me, like when it comes to like animators behind the studio that doesn't have that much money and doesn't have that much time, I gain a lot of respect for them because because like if there's one thing they show they do have the care and the love and the heart for the series. I know it sounds cheesy, but that's just how it is. Like that's the truth.
And I think that's what it
When you
should
know
do. It's like like if you're gonna be behind like an anime for like a manga series, I think there should be like a sense of dedication towards that particular
right,
series.
right, because the last thing we need to have is like people that just don't really care and just want to get the paycheck. I mean, I don't know if there's any communication with those guys from the Seven Deadly Sins season 3 guys. If
Mm-hmm.
there is some communication, I would like to know really badly.
Season 3, I don't know what happened.
Oh man. Hey, look, as I always say, and I will say this forever on, you could complain about this fight didn't deliver in terms of animation. At least we didn't get Melendez versus Escanar. I was gonna call it Denver. Escanar. At least we didn't get Melendez versus Escanar, okay? Because that fight was actually pretty damn awesome in the manga. But guess what? It's not so much in the anime.
Did you feel like it was the same situation after Naruto won Six Tails? Do you think that's what happened with that one?
No, okay. See, with the Six Tails, the animation was great. It just used wrong. It used for the Looney Tunes style. So at least you could appreciate the animation was really good. It's just weird. It's just
It wasn't
weird.
weird.
It was a weird episode. But for that Melendez versus Escanor, it's not weird. It's just embarrassing.
Oh yeah,
It's just embarrassing. It was just hard to watch, especially the sound effects, the animation, the choreograph. It was just like I just love that one shot where Escanar already got a position where he got thrust backward before Melendez even kick him. So how the hell did that even happen? I was like, wait, you didn't even get kicked yet. Why are you in that
exactly.
pose? Oh my god. So yeah, whenever you see something bad for Black Clover, just keep saying yourself, even if you've never seen it yourself. I've seen worse.
Oh yeah, definitely seen worse. And I mean, even referring to Perry, I like they've had some good stuff too. I mean, I always go back to Katsuki no Yona. That's the one I usually think of when I think of like their good stuff.
And season 1 for Tokyo Ghoul. Despite they skip a lot of stuff, but they did a pretty good job in terms of um like catching some of the atmosphere. And although it looks pretty solid when it's like still shots and all that, it's like, this looks really good. Season 2, well, there's a lot of things happen there.
Season 2. Woo!
Yeah. And then you got the whole gotta change the studio within, well, sub studio. That was a big mistake. uh
And there was
that's-
a Re, and don't even get me started on Re Part 2. Oh my god, Season 2 for Re. Woo! That was
cram 70
some.
chapters. Or more than 70 chapters. Cram all that into 12 episodes.
It was like the grand finale of Tokyo Ghoul Re, guys. We get to see it. I'm like, yeah, but not in the most convincing fashion.
They skip an arc for 2 episodes or 1 episode.
I know. I was like,
It's insane. I'm really surprised that Black Clover didn't get this bad, to be honest with you
right?
guys.
I'm too.
Like, it should, like, it's funny because it was supposed to go to 50 episode according to.
They didn't have like a set episode schedule, but I think it wasn't until like what 7 or 8 when they revealed it. Yeah, we have 51 episodes, and I thought that was what we were going to have. I thought it was going to be like another Twin Star Extra situation. Where, like,
I was about to say that.
episodes. Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like Twin Star Exorcist, and unfortunately, it doesn't get that popular anymore or really boom anywhere. It did. Apparently, it did in a certain country too. According to at least Crunchyroll wise, but it's still a good sign. And there was a profitable report they show, and Black Clover is top 5. So that's saying something, guys. I didn't know. I mean, like, I wouldn't say it's not popular. It's definitely popular. It's just, how popular is it? And we got an answer, which is cool to hear. Maybe that's what drove the anime to keep going. I'm not sure, but possible.
Because I think at the time, like no, did we start the reincarnation arc around the time the anime came out, or was it a little behind that? I'm trying to think.
I'm gonna check on that.
Because if it wasn't that, I was gonna say it was the Royal Knights arc, but even then, see, I'm gonna look into that too because I'm a little curious. So let's look this up, guys. Story arcs for Black Clover.
I want to say the resurrection arc didn't start. Well, the anime didn't start during the resurrection arc. That's why I think that's the case. Because all I remember, I was still not the fan of Black Clover just yet. That time,
Yeah,
I was like, anime is gonna come out, and guess what? Asta's gonna scream 24/7 because this anime is because that series isn't all that good.
you're right.
It's gonna be lame.
The anime started, what was it, 2016?
It started in October, around October 2017.
2017. Okay, so let me see where we were at then. 2017, we were in October, right? So, okay, so we were like nearing the end of the Royal Knights arc. Let's see, October 3rd. Okay, so that might be a good indication to see where it was. So let's see, because the Royal Knights arc started in. Okay, so manga-wise, if I see it, so it started in June of 2007. And by the time you get to October 3rd, it doesn't exactly say when the chapters actually came out. So issue 42, 2017. Okay, so I might not have like
No, I was just gonna mention about the guy who's carrying the show, Yoshihara Tatsuya. I think that's how you say it.
I think that's
He's pretty much carrying this show, and God bless him for sure. Because
oh yeah,
a lot of people like to say Studio Parrot paid way more attention to Boruto. Probably true for all I know, but still, this guy deserves a lot of credit for sticking by.
Yeah, because I know there were some people who were looking at oh, Noriyuki. There we go. I was like the same guy who was in charge of Bleach and Yu Yu Hakusho. I know a lot of people were like, damn it, why are they putting him on Boruto? Because
Yeah,
was
which is
like it should be this guy, but
which is funny because like I know we're going a little off topic here and there. Sorry, guys, but before we go back straight to Black Clover 100%, you know, supposedly this big announcement for Bleach is coming about. Um, a lot of people like to guess this is it. This is going to be the anime. In fact, there's a hint that is referencing to the final arc, which I think that might be true. I think it's time for the anime. Only question is, who's going to take care of it? It should be Studio Perry if they still have the rights, if I remember right. But even if they do or don't, the guy who originally did the anime, the Bleach, is not going to be part of it because, you know, he's working on Boruto still. Unless they announce, hey, Boruto is going to take a break because we're going to do Bleach or we're going to have this guy sent over and do Bleach or whatever studio he's going to go. That's the
unless Noriyuki says, "All right, look, I had my fun with Boruto, but with Bleach coming back, I'm going all the way back."
funny, he said.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, it's like I have good fun with Boruto, and now I'm just gonna leave. Yes, I'm out of that crap. Okay, I know it's subjective, but I wonder how he feels working on Boruto though.
I do too, because I don't think we've heard anything about how his thought process has been on that since he started.
It's lack of communication, so it's hard to say like, oh, how does he feel? Like, I think Black Clover is like one of the few anime that you get connection to the animators or at least the director himself.
Oh yeah,
like pretty much like that's where you could sense the passion, where you know the passion is there, the heart is there, the love for the series is there. So that's why everybody really appreciate them, despite their being behind the studio period, you know, the evil titan. Even I say that myself once upon a time. Still, you can't really hate the guys who works for under studio parent. You just gotta you know, it's kind of unfortunate, yeah, but God bless those guys who continue working. Where this, because I remember this was the last to 102 episode, maybe around somewhere there, 102, 103, I
102,
forgot.
yeah, I think it was that's
Yeah, and then they go, then it turns out it goes even further beyond. And supposedly that's supposed to scream bad news because that means our animation is going to be crappier. It's going to be Seven Deadly Sins season 3 tier level. It's going to be like the saddest thing that we're ever going to witness. And they still managed to pull off a hell of a like it's not all perfect, but it's definitely nowhere near bad. Like honestly speaking, like the most I got was the least I got was like good standards. Like, all right, it's not that bad. It's not the worst thing either. It's actually good. It's actually fair enough.
I get
Yeah.
that too. I was like, huh, because I know I was like that too. I was like, oh, I don't know. Are we still gonna be in the same like quality, or are we gonna like go Naruto route where it was like even like during some of the good arcs, it was like, ooh, what is going on? Like, okay, there was one part in the war, I forget what it was, but man, like the animation, I don't know what they were thinking, but
I didn't follow further because I just like because that war arc went way longer, almost longer than the manga, or maybe it did, for what I know.
the anime, yeah, I mean, I didn't watch the entire war arc, but I just remember like just like looking at certain stuff like here, then I was like, what are they doing? Oh no, I remember the infamous scene when Naruto lost the Kiwi chakra when he lost Kurama.
Oh,
That
I saw the animation for that one.
yeah, that's the one where I was like, what?
I'm just floating downward to my death. Which is funny and bizarre now that you brought that up, because that actually reminded me of Escanor scene where he got kicked by Melodus. Is stiff one frame animation.
You're right.
Oh god. So I am surprised though, like with the whole Black Clover situation with the anime. but it does feels like it feels like it's the same as the manga or translate well to the manga with the whole it's the underdog. Everybody hates the series because it sucks. Look how garbage this anime is. Look how garbage the character, the garbage storyline, garbage everything. It's cliche to the core.
And
Well,
this
who's
is like
still
before
alive?
they do like the full releases of them on like the Blu-rays and stuff.
That's it's a good story to tell. Yeah, I mean, even like you got like you even got some people over YouTube or elsewhere be like, I was wrong about Black Clover. I was like, yeah, you know what? Same here. I mean, I'm one of them too. I'm like, I was wrong about this series. Ooh, I could tell you how much wrong I was.
I know. I walked into Black Clover. I was like, it's a fun little series. Only 2 series to take, and then okay, Water Temple arc was kind of like my first hint, but it wasn't until like the Royal Knights arc, and I'm like, no, actually, I do see something here. Like I'm actually gonna see where we're going, and then you get to reincarnation arc, and it's like, what the just
Yeah, that's where it takes to the that's when like the series got so hype. It was like more hype to the than the other series that they usually feel the most hype before, which is saying something because this is again a lot of people were probably feel the same way, well, felt the same way as I did, or many as we all did. With the whole, "Well, this series is fine, it's okay-ish, it's garbage, it's cliche, it's man, whatever." Now it's like all of a sudden it's become like damn, it's like a second coming. It's like all of a sudden it just got incredibly better. It's like it kind of feels like let's see, I'm thinking of movie this franchise. It's like all of a sudden when you get this director do
would you
this, it's like
say Mission Impossible? Because
yeah.
I know people were kind of like after two came, they're like, what was that?
Well, the second one was over the top.
Yeah,
That
well,
was just ridiculous. Yeah, I guess you could say yeah, Mission Impossible was a good idea. Like Mission Impossible 2 was ridiculous. And then I think after
it was three. Is it 3 or 4? I think it was. I
I
guess
want to
three
say
was
what's
J.J. Abrams, right? I think.
I know the latest one is great as was damn great. But
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's like that. It's like oh, there's something like holy crap. I remember having fun with Mission Impossible, but damn, this is even better. This feels like a new flesh new I don't know, it's fresh or something like that. Um should I use you can see you could use Mission Impossible. Makes
and
sense.
Mission Impossible. Well, what else is there? I guess there's Fast and the Furious. That's another one.
Fast, yeah, actually, that's a good one because technically, I mean, I enjoyed them in a low standard form. The first four,
Yeah.
fourth one was kind of ridiculous. Actually, it was ridiculous, especially the cave drive scene. What? Then the fifth one came, and then it just completely blew out of the water, and now it became like one of the popular franchise.
It's like
Like
what?
yeah, it used to be just popular because hey, cars, look at those cars. I want that car. I wish I was rich. But now it's like I want that car, but man, this action scene is so badass.
I think another one you could bring into account. It's funny enough. I think would be Transformers. At least in terms of the movies, because woo, I mean, okay, one I didn't mind. I didn't mind the first one, but everything after one was like, what are we
Yeah.
doing?
After the first one, it's like one of those series where it's like, man, it used to be so good. What happened?
I'm
the
not,
Transformer the Transformer just keep on going downhill spiral. I mean, you could argue third one was decent or okayish, whatever. But after that, no.
three. I was like, oh, okay, it's better than two, but first one's still better. And then I don't know what they were doing with four.
Yeah. With
Dino.
Black Clover, with Black Clover, you know what I could. Okay, is it weird if I say this? Because I actually thought this to myself.
What's up?
The way I see Black Clover is the way I see the recent movie Sonic the Hedgehog,
That's true.
where
Not too bad.
Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, doesn't really do anything new. It does a lot of things that we have seen before,
Mhm.
but for whatever reason, it's so damn good. It is so well done. Like like it hits the right formula, it executed right. It's just all around fun movie. So with Black Clover, you've seen these tropes before, you've seen these type of characters before, but it's so done well that you just have a blast with the series. That's how I see like with Sonic. It's like yeah, we know it's not original. Yeah, we know it's not very unique. We know it's not trying to do something risky. But guess what? It doesn't matter. It's so well executed, and we just had a great time. Whether it's because of Jim Carrey, the feel of the old days, the nostalgia, all that stuff. It's a combination of all those, and you just have a hell of a fun movie. You know, it's like Black Clover. I think that's how I see it. I don't know. It's just I'm just alone there.
No, I can definitely second with you on that. I mean, I kind of feel that way about it too. Because I mean, yeah, like it's not doing anything like original per se. It's done stuff that you've seen before, but it's like you said, it's about the execution and how you're telling it, and it's I think it's kind of even more crazy, and I think we brought this up a couple times, but
Mhm.
we're like almost 250 chapters in, and Black Clover from where we are in the beginning to now is it's just crazy to think like where we're at because like again, there hasn't been a dip. We're just like it's like okay, you're like yeah, in the beginning it was kind of not bumpy per se, but it was like trying to find its stride. But then, like I said, you hit a certain point and it went up, and after that point, it's kind of like going higher and higher and higher. Now we're at this point where we're like, whoa, like what's gonna happen next with the series?
I'm just amazed that I think I've seen a lot of people say the same thing as I say to myself. I'm glad I stick around rather than like, I'm just gonna give up because a lot of people say it's crap. It just kind of feel cliche. Well, not kind of does feel complete
Yeah.
cliche. But it's like if you stick around, you see something amazing down the line. I think this is one of the rare excuse me,
Mhm.
series where you could actually see it gets better despite all the hatred, despite all the downplay from a lot of people, the criticism, getting called the worst manga of 2016, which is funny because that's how it
I
motivated me to
remember,
read
yeah,
the
and I
series.
remember when you and I were like chatting one day, and I think you were like, "Is it that?" I'm like, "Well, we didn't talk about it that much, but like I remember you were like, I gotta check this out."
Yeah, because hey, worst manga? I gotta find out why.
Right?
And I all I could say it was fine. I seen way worse. I don't know what
Oh
this
yeah.
guys are talking about. Worse? Why? Well,
What's
it's like
the
it
I got
feels if it feels weird because it's like Black Clover was like seeing like an enemy. It felt like it was seeing like a Joker in a way. Why everybody wants to hate this series? I wouldn't. I can't say.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like it's, I think it's just amazing just to see where we've been and like the direction it's just going in and
Mhm.
everything.
The
Like
thing we could say is, where's the next chapter?
perfect segue because I mean we kind of talked about our predictions a little bit, but I guess if we want to go into a full blown, so we already talked about the Asta stuff and where we think that's gonna go. Now my thing is, what about the other characters? What exactly are they gonna do?
But you talk about Noel and the rest.
Well, not just them, but like you got Vanessa, you got Gray, and then
Oh,
especially Henry. Henry's there too.
I mean,
I
they
mean,
can't do anything now.
eventually
But
Yami shows up, but I don't know.
yeah, I know those characters can't do anything if their mana's already gone.
Hmm.
But I do wonder the condition of Goach because that's a pretty bad stab. I'm not sure who's gonna do the healing unless
Plus, we
he
both
somehow.
like do like a run, like
I'll save you.
be like, where did you come from?
Where's Nero? Well, Sekri.
You're right. Huh.
Where is she? Is she with Asta?
What?
I don't remember.
I
Trying to
just.
remember.
Wow, now that you mentioned that, huh? I gotta think about that. What is Secretary? Okay, because I know she showed up, like, in the time skip. I'm trying to remember, like, what she's been doing up until now. Um, let's see here.
I mean, if she's with them, she could just seal the wound. If she could do that, can she do that?
She could, but hmm. You know what would be this would be a dick move from Tabata, but imagine if like this happens this at the end of this chapter, and the next chapter it's like, hey, we cut over to like Noel. I mean, I would be fine with that, but
Oh man,
I'd still be like, but
what
wait,
series used to do that so many times? It
oh
just it, huh?
no, I'm trying to think of the series.
There was a series that we were like, oh my god, what the hell? We want to see what happens here. What series did that many times?
Um, I'm trying to think. Like, what series did do that?
I feel like,
I was gonna say Naruto, like
yeah, I was gonna say that too.
because
But
I
I'm trying to remember.
because I know the war arc. Like when
Yeah,
Sasuke
they did it
first picks
many
up the
times.
headbands, it's like, oh, is he coming back? And it was like a good while before he showed back up.
I remember that.
It's like, oh, he's got the eyes. What's he gonna do next chapter? Hey, we're
Meanwhile, I'm
like, but wait, did we
not
miss
sure
him?
Black Clover was a victim for this. I don't know. Probably was at one point, but I don't remember when.
What series did do it? I'm trying to think. I want to say no. I don't think Bleach did it.
Bleach stays with one character for too long for a volume. So I don't think Bleach did it.
No,
Because I remember Bleach final arc, boy, they stayed with that one character fight for the good volume length.
you're right, huh?
Yeah, that's like when the main complaint, well, my complaint, like nothing ever happens. It's like, oh, you take a swing, I take a swing. Next chapter, you swing, I swing it with a bigger blast. Damn, that almost got me. Well, it
I think
only
it's
got me
kind
a cut.
of for
Next
like One Piece
chapter.
fans. Like it's like they read all Bleach. It's like, man, that was like you see how the volume works out for Bleach, and then you read other series. It's like, whoa, we covered a lot.
Yeah. Like I remember my reviews days with Bleach. It used to last like under 4 minutes, and had to find a way to stretch it. Like, what am I gonna talk about here? I'm done already. They just fight, and that was it. What the hell am I gonna say here?
What series? What? Well, no, One Piece did actually. Did One Piece do it?
I think, yeah, actually, One Piece did a couple of times. Actually, many
Yeah.
times. What I'm talking about.
Sabo was the main one. I remember that. It was like
Y-
what? It's like you got
Yeah.
arcade cups in the
Though, though, yeah. Though One Piece is becoming more known of like, you see this fight? This is hype, right? Yeah, this is so hype. Well, guess what? We're not gonna show you.
It's like what?
Like, oh my God, it's Gold Roger. He's actually gonna fight for the first time ever, and we didn't get to see it. Oh my God, two Yonkos, they're gonna fight each other. This is crazy, and we didn't see it.
Right? It was like
They do that many times now. It's a little annoying, to be honest.
I
I was like, come on, man, stop doing this.
wonder if it's Oda just going like, how do I stretch this further to get us to volume 100? I'm like, you're 5 volumes away. I think you're good.
Now how can I give my way to be Yaiba in the sales? Because they actually gonna beat me now. This is not cool anymore.
Oda looked at that like, wasn't king at the end of the decade. What next?
Okay, I think we're going a little off topic again.
A little bit, but no, it does raise an interesting question. Though. It's like, all right, so what's your? I think One Piece has been the only series that's done it, and to
Yeah,
to an
but
extent, Naruto too.
I don't. I want to trust in Tabata that he doesn't
Oh,
transition to a different scene. He has to stick to this one. He has to show us. It's not. I don't want to be in the case of like, all right, we see what's happening with Yuno. You know, he's just taking a good walk, and that's it.
Did
at the end
Tokyo
of the
Ghoul
pit.
do it? That's what I'm trying to think. I wonder if Tokyo Ghoul did it.
I
No.
think whenever the fight starts, they set it up, and then when the fight's about to begin, they change to set up a more fights, and then they start doing that.
Yeah.
It kind of does that, but not too often. It's
No.
more fine. It's more reasonable, I think. So I never find it
I think
bothersome.
it's more story stuff
Yeah,
that happens more so than the fights. Because I
right.
think what was it, Volume 2? Like when Toka shows back up, it was like, oh, is she coming back? And it's like, yeah. I mean, I got why it happened, but it was still like, that's it. Oh, Tokyo Ghoul. Good time.
Yeah, Studio Paris stuff. Anyway, so yeah, we don't know what's going to happen. Well, I mean, we already kind of predicted, but for the other characters, it's hard to say. One of them has no mana, according to them.
Mhm.
Ghost got stabbed. How he's gonna survive? Either sheer of luck or I don't know. Maybe Asta would give him his devil form for a little bit, and somehow it would work out.
Some way.
Maybe you know that's illogical. I'm just joking with you.
I know. Just
I
like,
was just referencing something else, but all right.
I know, I was playing along.
Hard to say. It's hard to say, but I think that's the beauty of like the way how it's set up. So we could just be like in for a big surprise or in for something cool.
Yeah. I mean, outside of Asta, if I had to pick any other character, maybe Secret might show up, or maybe Yanni does. I don't think I'm trying to remember where he's at right now because they haven't exactly mentioned his location. It was a neat little experiment, I'll give it that.
Yeah, that was actually.
The fact that we didn't actually, the fact that we didn't actually like read the chapter, we were both like, "Oh, hey, let's just try to live react to it without live reacting to it."
The last form was awesome, man.
It
The form, the new form he's in, it's awesome.
was like, okay, now is he in control or is he not in control?
Well, we're gonna find out next chapter,
The
unless he's
question we're
like,
gonna find out.
unless they're a troll and just go back to normal. Oh, well, I thought I was angry. I guess I'm not that angry. I thought what series did that to me. I was like, wow, really?
um, I know Bleach did it at the very end.
Remember how much they keep hyping Ichigo and he still flops. I'm like, come on, man.
Oh no.
Like, I got super 100% confidence, and then he's about to fight the final boss. Oh no, my confidence is gone. I said, you can break my bones and everything, but you will never break my spirit. And then he did something. My spirit.
He was about to go into his Bankai in the final arc, and we didn't even get to see that. I was like,
Yeah.
what
Oh god.
happened? But I wonder if that has to do more with Kubo's health, because I know that's a factor that came
Yeah,
into play.
it's hard to blame on Kubo because we don't even know what's the reason why the whole situation even went down. Like, is it because of his health? Is it because maybe he was actually fine, he just got lazy, or what is the story? What is the real story? So we don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe it is his health. I like to believe it's his health because it didn't feel the same as
that's the
the Soul
beginning of the arc.
Society days. Yeah, the Soul Society days, the best days, the heydays, as you could say.
I mean, we already kind of had our thoughts about like, hey, what if we had a Black Clover movie? Here's the thing about the movie, which I'll make this brief. The
Mhm.
only thing I would actually be okay with is if it's canon in some way during the 6 month time skip, and if Tabata's behind it. That's my other thing. If it's not
True.
Tabata behind it, then ooh, be a little worried.
We get another Bonds movie
Oh,
storyline. There's a devil, a zero tail devil, a zero horns devil,
zero hole.
zero horns, zero grimoires, no grimoires leaf. There's only zero.
It's like
It's
wait,
better than five.
I was like, wait, doesn't that ruin the whole Grimoire content? It's like you have the little
Nobody, don't question me. This is a unique storyline, damn it.
unique store. No, make this better. It's the Crescent Kingdom, the Crescent Moon
Oh
Kingdom.
god. I like how Studio Perry managed to make so many damn villages One of them has like had the nerve to have like a straight up the kindergarten drawing of a star symbol. Like, so you're very very proud of your country with your village with that kind of cheesy symbol. I mean, I know it's just a symbol, but I mean, you look at Konoha, it looks cool, memorable. Sand Village, Miss Village, you know, they're so identifiable, but yours is so lame, man.
What was that?
It's like, what is that? It's so kitty. It's, no. So yeah, a zero leaf clover. That's be like some plot that the studio pair would do because we had zero tails. That was awesome, right?
I mean,
Zero.
unless it's like movie 3 with the Will of Fire, then hey, that works too. Unless you want Lost Tower, then well, be my guest.
Yeah, I think out of all the Naruto movies, I think Bonds has the worst one. I
I think
think I could be wrong. I mean, yeah, I know one of us probably want to say last. But yeah, I think movie two does have the worst one.
two does.
I mean, I just want to see if they ever make a Black Clover movie, that should be cool. If you give the same animator for episode 100 to
Mhm.
do all the work, because that would be fantastic. Like I always say that Black Clover is one series that actually benefit from like those high level animators guys
Yeah,
because the fighting is much faster paced. It's pretty much Dragon Ball with magic and more way more focused on teamwork. I mean, hell, even Akira Toriyama even recommended. This is the reason why he was like, "Hey, this reminds me of my work. I like this series."
yeah. I saw it. I was like, wow, that's huge praise coming from him.
Yeah, exactly. It does feel like that way, but in a good way. Not like, oh my god, B. Oh no, it's another power up. Oh, he's just kidding. Another power up. Oh, Saiyan
Yeah, no,
exclusive.
it's not
It's
like
not.
going from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z, where it's like, hey, look, you remember how cool Yamcha was? You remember how cool Tien was? And then you get to Z,
Oh
and like,
god.
what? Just
See that could have happened, guys. That could have happened to Black Clover. It would have been like, all right, time skip. Let's see who's useless. Everybody but Asta and Noel, kinda, because Noel is not really the main character, so beat it. Like, get out of here. That could have been this series, guys. That
it
could have
could
been
have
this series. Exclusive BS.
Tabata. It's all
I
thanks
mean,
to him, guys. All
yeah.
thanks. See, I mean, I've always kind of had an impression of Tabata even during the Hungry Joker, like,
Mhm.
which I was kind of like, okay, so he went from Hungry Joker to this, and then now again, when we mentioned it during the reincarnation arc, but because part of me feels like he's taken like a lot of stuff he wanted to do with Hungry Joker, and
Yeah.
he's like applying it here. Because, and I remember I showed you that one image a while ago, but with the Eye of the Midnight Sun's little base, and then you get that one little image from Hungry Joker, and it's like, whoa, what is
Oh
that?
yes. Yeah. I was like, oh, I didn't even how I missed that. That's a really nice detail.
Yeah, like someone pointed that out to me. I was like, huh, I didn't even see that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. So maybe that's what it is. Where it's like, I know I have a lot of concepts from this that I wanted to do. Let's throw it in here. Like, hey, I'm fine with that. But yeah, I mean, other than that, like I think that's pretty much it. Unless there's something else we're missing.
I think we cover most of it and beyond in a way. We
Yeah.
kind of gonna have some fun discussion and it's in a different topic wise.
Oh
I
yeah.
like talking, yeah, but I did not regret it. It's
No, I don't
pretty
regret it.
fun nonetheless.
I know we bragged about it in the beginning, but we'll just bring it up again. Yeah, and you know, we're back. We came back 1 week, exactly 1 week after, and it's gonna be fun just seeing with where we're gonna go. Like I said, 2020's here, and we're gonna keep this train going at least each coming week. So figuring out what happens with Asta. Is he in control, or is it a QB situation where he's lost all sense, and he's gonna go berserk. That's the question of the week. But other than that, you guys, that is pretty much it. I'm Lucky Cheese 7. And Sparta, I just want to say this right now before I forget. It was really great having you on board for a Black Clover podcast, as it's always been.
Yeah, it was great. It's great to be part of it once again. I can't wait to discuss whatever comes with the next chapter. And so long it doesn't transition to something else. Like, meanwhile, we see Psyche chilling with the king. Woo-ha. So, as long as it doesn't do anything like that, we'd be fine.
Flash forward to finesse. Be like, oh.
Or, you know what they could do? They could try to pull the Tokyo Ghoul style. All right, this is it. 75% Asta versus 60% Dante. This is crazy. Next page. And Asta lost?
Oh!
What happened? What just happened? Did I skip 40 pages? And you just see Dante just like, oh, Vanessa, you're mine now. You're mine, Toots. Well, but first, we got to find Yami. And then she goes, she's dead. When Asta's like, huh? What's going on? What's happening?
Dude, I'm sure the Black Clover community would have a meltdown.
They probably would.
Reddit would just be having a full-blown discussion like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, I think that's a bad idea. In this case, at least. I would have minded, but not in this time. You got to do something somewhere else. But yeah, I can't wait for the next podcast. I can't wait for the next chapter, and I can't wait to be part of the discussion board with you again.
But aside from that, you guys, that is pretty much it. I'm Lucky Cheese 7.
Sparda3g.
And we will catch you guys next time when we find out if Asta is okay or if he has truly lost all senses with reality. Peace.